setting the place and time for the regular scheduled October 2024 Planning Commission meeting. I'd like to call us to order. Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Here.
Gordon.
Here.
Tate.
Here.
Wade.
Here.
Wynn. Temple. Here. Burrows.
Here.
Mike.
Here. Okay, we do have 7 members. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes from the September 2024 meeting? Not, do I have a motion and a second to accept these as presented?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Mr. Temple, second by Mr. Way. All in favor state aye. Aye. Any opposed? They are approved. Okay, I'd like to take a moment to introduce the Planning Commission members and give a brief description of what we do and how this meeting is conducted. The Commission has 9 members. 8 of us are volunteers appointed by the mayor for a 6-year term. We also have 1 member from the City Council. My name is Kent Lawrence. Our Vice Chair is Gary Borden. Our Secretary is Larry Way. Other members are Eddie Pike, Francis Tate, Leonard Burrows, and Forrest Temple. Hunter Pepper is our council member, and he's not here today. Members of the public seeking to get an item considered by the Planning Commission must send an application to the Planning Department not less than 21 days prior to this meeting. Unless otherwise specified, all applications for development approvals are the result of submittals by a private citizen seeking some change in their own property. In making our decision, a primary tool used by the Planning Commission is the One Decatur Comprehensive Plan. This is a general community plan for the city of Decatur, was adopted through a public process to formalize a vision for the future of the community that represents the interests and will of all Decatur residents. In many of these cases, the Planning Commission does not have the final say. Zonings, annexations, vacations, sidewalk cafe license, and some resolutions all require additional approval by the City Council before they become official. In these cases, the role of the Planning Commission is to advise the City Council. The first part of today's hearing is a public hearing. Each item will be read separately and voted on after comments and discussion. If you wish to comment on the item, we ask that you come forward to the microphone, state your name and whether you are a resident of the city of Decatur or not, then make your comments. We ask that you keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. In today's public hearing, we have 2 minor plats. All plats that have more than 3 lots, direct access to public services, a topo provided for review, are all making minor changes to existing platted subdivisions. Mr. Williams, if you would read the first case, please.
I'm Tommy Williams with the Planning Department, and we're starting off with minor plat re-subdivision of Terry Subdivision Number 1. It is 9.19 acres. The current zone is M1 Light Industry. The applicant is Mullins LLC. The location is 2611 Highway 31 South. Their request is to approve their minor plat. The proposed land use is commercial. One Decatur future land use is community commercial. And One Decatur street typology is Highway 31 South is a principal arterial. Conditions to be met: electric 10-foot easement on north side of property. And number 2, per engineering approval. Point of information: number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. And number 2, this new parcel will be cut off from sewer access.
Okay, is there anyone from the public that would wish to speak to this request? If not, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. We have a motion by Mr. Wade, second by Mr. Borden. Any comments or questions from anyone on the commission? Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Tate.
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Temple.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
And Mike.
Yes.
And this is approved 7-0. Okay.
Minor plat, Bank Street Addition Number 1. It is 3.24 acres. The current zone is B5 Central Business District and M1 Light Industry. The applicant is Purite McAnally, and the location is Bank Street and Railroad Street. Their request is to approve their minor plat. The proposed land use is residential, and One Decatur future land use is urban core downtown. One Decatur street typology is Bank Street is a minor arterial and Railroad Street is a local street. Conditions to be met. Number one, construction plans needs to be submitted to Decatur Utilities for review of proposed utilities. Point of information, number one, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Number two, estimated time to start construction requested. Decatur Utilities will be rehabbing some utilities in the area. And number three, if there are any food services facilities included with this project, Decatur Utilities grease interceptor requirements must be met. Please contact Billy Strobel. Also, you all have a letter from concerned citizens, Ms. Carol Chanot and Ellis Chanot. And if you would like to take time to read through it.
Okay, has everyone read the letter?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to point out as far as the letter really is addressing issues that would go with a site plan. Today, we're just consolidating property. We're not really addressing anything that may be developed on this property, and this letter is more about a development. So is there anyone from the public that would wish to speak to this request? If not, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion for approval. Second.
A motion by Mr. Pike, second by Mr. Temple. Any questions or comments from anyone on the commission? Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Tate.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Temple. Yes. Burrows.
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
Okay, this consolidation is approved 7-0. Okay, the next part of today's meeting is, let me just get where I'm supposed to be. Next part of the agenda is the consent agenda. This is the part of the agenda that the Planning Commission has final decision and does not require a public hearing. These items are all read together and voted on as a group. Today we have these types of requests. Site plans. These are proposed developments on the Collector Street or above. These plans show building placement, parking, circulation, landscaping, etc. Certificates to subdivide or consolidate. A one-step process to subdivide or consolidate more than 3 lots. A survey is required. Final plats. Come after the preliminary stage where construction details are worked out and public hearing has been held. This is where we get approval to bond the improvements. And a layout plat gives a general idea of the lot layout for a subdivision. The same thing if you would wish to speak to any of these requests after they've all been read, you'll be given an opportunity to come speak. Okay.
Site Plan 687-24, 7.65 acres. The current zone is M2, general industry. The applicant is Mark Manoni, and the location is 1200 Market Street Northeast. The request is to approve the site plan. The proposed land use is industrial. One Decatur future land use is riverfront mixed use, and One Decatur street typology is marketed as a collector urban. Y'all, I did say it was not any conditions to be met on here, but come to find out, we do have 3. Number 1 is Padmont transformer needs to be added to show if there would be a conflict with the new curbing. Number 2, per engineering approval. And number 3, need erosion control plan. A point of information, number 1 is any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Site Plan 688-24, 13.55 acres. The current zone is M1 light industrial. The applicant is Morrell Engineering, and the location is 715 Willow Industrial Drive Southeast. The request is to approve the site plan, and the proposed land use is industrial. One Decatur future land use is Flex Employment Center, and One Decatur street typology is Window Industrial Drive. It's a local street. There are no conditions to be met. And the point of information is number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Site Plan 689-24. It is 9.19 acres. The current zone is M1 Light Industry. The applicant is Mullins LLC. The location is 2611 Highway 31 South. Their request is to approve their site plan, and the proposed land use is commercial. One Decatur future land use is community commercial, and One Decatur street typology is Highway 31 South. It's a principal arterial street. Conditions to be met: number 1, 10-foot easement needed on north property line. Number 2, construction plans need to be submitted to Decatur Utilities for review of proposed utilities. Number 3, state needs to look at these plans, which is ALDOT. And number 4, per engineering approval. Point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Number 2, should just have a 6-inch service. Number 3, manholes will be private. Number 4, AIC will be needed for the water and may be needed for the sewer tap. And number 5, the applicant has submitted an IDOT affidavit. Site Plan 690-24. It is 8.08 acres. The current zone is M1 Light Industry and B5 Central Business District. The applicant is Pewright McAnally, and the location is 211 Lee Street Northeast. Their request is to approve the site plan, and the proposed land use is commercial. One Decatur future land use is urban core downtown, and One Decatur street typology is Lee Street is a minor arterial. Conditions to be met: number 1, please ensure that parking spaces do not encroach upon city right-of-way. Number 2, please submit landscaping plan. Number 3, per engineering approval. Point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Site Plan 692-24. It is 23.93 acres. The current zone is M2 General Industry, and the applicant is Pewright McAnally. The location is 2000 Independence Avenue Northwest, and the request is to approve their site plan. Proposed land use is industrial, and One Decatur future land use is general industrial. One Decatur street typology is Independence Avenue Northwest. It's a local street. There are no conditions to be met. And point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Number 2, please contact Decatur Utilities about possible new water meter. And number 3, if a new water meter account is set up, applicant could get us 4-inch sewer tap for $500. Site Plan 693-24. It's 119 acres. The current zone is AG1 Agriculture. The applicant is GMC, General Goodwin Mills and Kaywood. Location is 270 Beltline Road Southwest, and their request is to approve their site plan. Proposed land use is recreational, and One Decatur future land use is parks conservation area. And One Decatur street typology is Beltline Road is a principal arterial. Conditions to be met is construction plans need to be submitted to Decatur Utilities for proposed utilities, for review of proposed utilities. Number 2, need to know the distance from building corner to the sewer main. And number 3, per engineering approval. Point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Number 2, food service facilities such as concessions included in this project will be required to meet Decatur Utilities grease interceptor requirements. Please contact Billy Scroble. Number 3, the hydrants will be private. And number 4, gas is available. Certificate 3632-24. acres. It is 2.81. The current zone is R1 single family, and the applicant is Pure Right McAnally. The location is 2313 Fairway Circle and 1502 Cherokee Lane. Their request is to subdivide 3 parcels into 2 parcels, and their proposed land use is residential. One Decatur future land use is low residential, and One Decatur street typology is Fairway Circle and Cherokee Lane are local streets. There are no conditions to be met, and the point of information is number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Certificate 3633-24. It is 3.37 acres. The current zone is M1 light industry. The applicant is Pure Right McAnally. The location is 222 Beltline Road, and their request is to consolidate 2 parcels into 1. Proposed land use is industrial, and One Decatur future land use is Flex Employment Center. One Decatur street typology is Beltline Road is a principal arterial, and there are no conditions to be met. Point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Final plat, River Road Estates, Phase 3. It is 17.26 acres. The current zone is R3 single family. The applicant is Pure Right McAnally, and the location is east of Lisa Lane and Joseph Drive. The request is to approve the final plat, and the proposed land use is residential. One Decatur future land use is mixed neighborhood, and One Decatur street typology is Lisa Lane and Joseph Drive are local streets. Conditions to be met, number 1, please submit title opinion. Number 2, Lot 40 side yard setback is mislabeled, should be 15 feet. Number 3, need to approve the final performance bond for utilities. Number 4, per engineering approval. Point of information, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Foxwood Addition 4. Final plat, it is 27.38 acres. The current zone is R3 single family, and the applicant is Pure Right McAnally. The location is north of McKellen Drive Southeast, and their request is to approve their final plat. Proposed land use is residential, and One Decatur future land use is low residential. One Decatur street typology is McClellan Drive is a local street. Conditions to be met, number 1, please submit title opinion. Number 2, add sidewalk plat note. Number 3, need to approve the final performance bond for utilities. And number 4, per engineering approval. A point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Layout plat, Bird Spring Ridge. It is 37.78 acres. The current zone is AG1 agriculture, and the applicant is Mid-South Testing. The location is north corner of Bird Spring and Norris Mill Road, and their request is to approve their layout plat. Proposed land use is residential, and One Decatur future land use is low residential. One Decatur street typology is Bird Spring is a local street, and Norris Mill is a minor arterial. Conditions to be met, number 1, gas lines need to be shown, gas is available. Number 2, please input a 20-foot utility easement along Bird Spring Road and Norris Mill Road. And a point of information, number 1, any relocation of utilities will be at the owner's expense, and any relocation needs to occur before construction. Number 2, no sewer available at this property. These lots will be on septic. Sewer is over 400 feet away. Vacation 553-24. I have a question about that. Hold on just a second. All right, hold on just a second. Excuse me.
Okay. All right, is there anyone from the public that would wish to speak to any of these requests? If not, we have a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wade, second by Mr. Temple. Any questions or comments from anyone on the commission? Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Tate. Wade.
Yes.
Temple.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
And Pike.
Yes.
These are all approved 7-0. Now we'll move into other business.
You all, vacation 553 will have to be removed at this time. Our conditions, please maintain as an easement, as a utility easement from Joe Wheeler, which means they don't want it vacated. So we would,
We'd asked that it be tabled. This was a recent, I think it was brought to the, it was added after the TRC
correct.
meeting, and we just received notice of it. And when the city was reviewing it, that wasn't in, so
Yeah.
they're asking to retain the actual utility easement, so I think that needs to be worked out or looked at more.
Thank you, Ruth.
Okay, do we have a motion to table this request?
Motion to table. Second.
A motion by Mr. Gordon, second by Mr. Pike. Any questions or concerns? Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Tate. Wade.
Yes.
Temple.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
Okay. And I should just mention we tabled it till the next month, generally is what we do.
Yeah.
So, okay. Pardon? Joe Wheeler.
Joe Wheeler.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Performance bond for River Road Estates Phase 3. It is 17.26 acres. The current zone is R3 single family, and the applicant is Pure Right McAnally. The location is east of Lisa Lane and Joseph Drive, and their request is to approve of irrevocable letter of credit 1947 in the amount of $82,500 for a performance bond for River Road Estates Phase 3. The proposed land use is residential, and one Decatur future land use is mixed neighborhood. One Decatur street typology is Lisa Lane and Joseph Drive are local streets, and there are no conditions to be met.
Okay, the engineering, this 82,500 is sufficient. We have a motion to approve this performance bond.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Mr. Gordon, second by Mr. Wade. Any questions or concerns? Please call the roll.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Tate. Wade.
Yes.
Temple.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
And approved 7-0. Okay, we have no more business, so I call it adjourned.